And I went there, and Mookie, I thought that was the low point. I was like, God, what did I do? What did I do? And God said, hey, you're a chaplain, right? I said, well, yes. He was like, you got a ready-made audience. You got all these veterans who are battling things that you aren't even prepared to. So he was like, bone up and become the minister that you said you were going to be. So I started working with the veterans while I was homeless, Mookie. I didn't have any money, no car, no job. I figured, okay, this is it for me. I'm going to be homeless the rest of my life. This is it. And I ended up getting an office to counsel the veterans. I had a housemate who was a retired Army Ranger, Mookie. He spent several tours between Iraq and Afghanistan. And he was a chef here locally in Marina, California. He worked at a Greek restaurant, and he would come home late at night. I'd wait up for him because he brought me gyros, and we would sit and talk. And I asked him, it came out. I just said, you know what? How many lives do you think you took? And he looked at me with this very solemn look, and he was like, you know what? I became so immune to it. I was more concentrated on my team and making sure that I didn't lose any of them. So I had no problems taking out, the other team's lives. And he opened up to me, and I found out he tried to take his life, but the gun malfunctioned. There was other veterans that I would talk to. One was abused as a kid. He was an intel analyst at Fort Meade in Maryland. So I'm meeting all these different. One veteran he went to West Point grad, Mookie, helicopter pilot, flew CIA missions all over Iraq and Afghanistan, was living in a van in Salinas, California. His service animal was a live chicken in a van. He looked like Charles Manson. He came to our facility. He was dirty. We had to make him get a shower. And then when he got cleaned up, he opened up. So I was meeting all these different veterans that came to this one facility in Marina, California. And I had a roommate who was 80 years old. He had multiple DUIs. He had a car. He had a 2016 Nissan, and he couldn't drive it. So I was driving him to his appointments, and I answered an ad for a company called Alevo. They were looking for youth coaches. And I told Brad, my housemate, I'm like, I want to apply for it, but I don't know how I'm going to get back and forth. He was like, take my car. He was like, you've been taking me all around. You take it. So I took the car. I got interviewed with this company. And then the rest is history. I'm still with this company, Alevo. I'm in school districts all over Monterey County. I'm now a site success manager. So I deal with all the principals. Alevo offers curriculum for social emotional learning through sports. So we're there for the lunch recess. We're there for after school programs. And I got promoted pretty quickly. And now I've got this expanded area. Brad, before he left to go back to Southern California, he was like, take me to the DMV. And I didn't know what he wanted to do. So we go to the DMV. He gifts me his car. He gives me the car. He was like, you have done so much for so many people. He was like, here. And he gave me the car. And it was fate. It was fate. I live now, I'm in Carmel. I rent a room in Carmel, which is much worse places to be, Mookie, than Carmel, California. And I have this large territory of schools that I cover. And I still minister. I minister to personal care homes. I still minister to veterans. And I'm a mentor to all these young coaches and all these kids who look at me, Mookie, as their superhero. Because I've still got the physique. I'm coming up on 65. So they think I'm their superhero. So life could not be any better right now. It really couldn't. I hope the book gets turned into a movie. I've got a movie script for it, but man, it's been incredible. I lacked faith. I just thought, man, I'm homeless. This is it. And just, Mookie, that was a foundation for me to build with these other veterans and helping them get through their ordeals. And meanwhile, they were helping me by just letting me be there for them and letting me help work them through. So it's been phenomenal, man. I had no idea I would be a chaplain, and I had no idea I'd be working in all these schools. I got 26 schools right now by the end, after the first of the year, I'll have 31. So basically, I take the barometer of the principals, see how they like our coaches, how they like what we're doing, and I get a chance to work with principals, school staff. I can't complain, Mookie. From all that to where we're at now, it's been an interesting run, to say the least.